Hey guys, HerbQuest here with the last installment of this Dead Man Mode tournament. Unfortunately, I won't be able to participate in the final hour tomorrow. I haven't been able to play the past couple days actually because I haven't been feeling very well after jury duty. In fact, I got kind of a migraine right now, but I'm powering through, and yeah, I owe you guys an explanation as a content creator, so and that's what's been up on my end. Plus, I had to go up to the grandparents and take care of the lawn up there with my cousin, and my other cousin is currently in jail right now. He just got arrested earlier today, actually, unfortunately. But while I wasn't feeling well, I did end up sleeping like a lot, so I'm pretty well rested for the week. In fact, after I make and upload this video, I'm gonna hop back on and continue catching chins for the clan, unless this video takes that long to upload, which, given my internet speed, it just might, but I'll try and keep it short. Been trying to think about what I want to do for seasonals, whether I want to go more PK oriented or more guide oriented with the videos. I don't mind really like exposing my methods of getting certain places and certain things early on, but a lot of it's not going to be too relevant anymore since there's all those unlocks now. So I think this season is going to be kind of an exploration season for me. I think I'm going to want to concentrate on Wilderness Layer for sure, see if I can get my hands on one of those god weapons. I was also thinking about doing more bossing and big time PVM this time rather than going for quests for rare resource areas like I've done in the past. I think it'd be more interesting to see what rare drops I can get and use to my benefit for the game mode. For example, if I went for something like Brutal Black Dragons with a 77 Slayer requirement, then those are high enough level to drop the tier 5s and probably fairly frequently as well. Only I don't know if I'd be able to take those down efficiently with just broad bolts. They might take diamond bolts for them to be worth it, and those can be really pricey. So I might have to hit up wyverns before then, but thinking about it, this just seems like a really big Slayer grind. So, what I want you guys to do is let me know what bossing content you would like to see, because, well, if you scroll through my Iron Man videos, you can see what bosses I'm generally capable of for soloing, like DK's, any God Wars boss. The Wilderness bosses are a little bit sketch because, everybody's out there and that's where a lot of the big clans are. But yeah, let me know what type of bosses you'd like to see. Maybe I could get my Arclight and uh, go for Skatizo and go for like a clue scroll record. That could be interesting. That's a way I've never done the season before. That's what I like to do in Dead Man. It's just explore different ways to play the game mode. And I like how they're providing that. There's more variety to the game than what there used to be. I mean, before it was just Barrow's run mode, and now they've kind of steered away from that, even in the tournament with the removal of the Varix Flail and opening up the PvP weapons from the Wilderness. So I like how it's progressing. But yeah, list some bosses that you'd like to see down below, and I'll see if I can do my best to get some of those killed. Or if you think that I should just get ranked real quick and then hurry up and max the Iron Man so I can go and get the quest cape on World 45 Perm Dead Man, then say that too, because that's also an option. Because that's another thing that I wanted to do, because HerbQuest is actually a fresh account for Perm Deadman. I haven't done anything on it. I believe I still even have my 6-hour immunity. I might have given it some runes to go do lava dragons, but I don't think I ever actually acted on that. So as far as I know, it's a fresh account ready for, full series of Deadman mode content. But while I am doing the season, should I go for Wildy Shields, DK's rings, clue scroll record, first master clue to be completed in Dead Man? That might have been a thing already. I have no idea. somebody has that title. I apologize for my lack of recognition. But yeah, let me know any requests at all whatsoever, or if you want to leave it up to me, just say that. I don't know, comment anything in the comments regarding the season. And that'll be pretty dope because then I'll have like a direction to go in, some goals, because that's one thing that always makes me burn out at Deadman Seasonal early is just a lack of goals. The Quest Cave goal was a really good one that I went for. I had high motivation for that. It's just that IRL got in the way at the end of that. But that goal is too big, so something on a lesser scale. Because at the same time, I don't want to be in the seasonal the entirety of the month. Well, it might get fun, but I was kind of planning on going back to my Iron Man and maxing that at some point as well, but I can get pretty far in 2 to 3 weeks of the seasonal. Also, a third thing, I've been playing with amplitude modulation settings lately to alter the sound of my voice because I heard that a little bit of amplitude modulation has like this thing with the golden ratio and something to do with the human ear and aesthetic qualities and all that. Let me know if it's working. Does playing with the amplitude modulation like the way I did in this video actually change anything? Does it make my voice more annoying? Things like that. And I don't know, what are your thoughts? Just any sort of feedback. Should I keep doing it? Should I scrap the amplitude modulation? Am I doing it wrong? You know, so I have no idea what I'm doing with that. Just messing with audio settings, seeing how it goes. I think it sounds kind of alright. I think it sounds different than usual, but I don't know. I can't really tell if it's better or worse personally, so I'll leave that aesthetic judgment up to you guys. And we've reached the focal point of the video. With these fireworks here, we have 99 Hunter. That means I've caught over 3K chins for these guys. Lost only 300-ish, I'll call it, being generous to myself. But out of that, yeah, I only lost 10% of the chins. That's not very bad. Granted, if I would have been able to put more hours in, I probably could have easily doubled that number. Looking at the high scores, people have over double my XP, so there's that. So since I'm going to be solo for the seasonal, figured I'll give some solo tips to some fellow solo players who may also be joining up for the seasonal without a clan. Tip number 1, avoid multi-way areas unless necessary. There are things that are pretty necessary, like a salve amulet. If you're going to kill Vedion, you're going to have to enter multi for both of those things. You can't be deathly scared of multi and play the game in singles only Iron Man mode. That doesn't work either. You've got to balance it, but also consider that going into multi at any time is a big risk, because if there's a clan there, that's it. But at the same time, you've got to go into multi sometime, or else you're missing out on some big aspects of the game. Tip number 2 is try to kill something that has alchable drops so you can pile up a cash stack as you sit there and train. Some people train on the giant frogs outside of Lumbridge, and sure, that's great for a little while, but after 6 hours of that with your training sword, sure, you got stats, you were efficient about it, but where's your means to upgrade? Where's your capital? You know? Whereas, like, if you train on Hobgoblin Island, for instance, I know that's not a great thing to train on, but for example, and you collect the nature runes and the law runes, and you've got something to show for it. If you get to a good spot, like the agility level to get the chaos druids under you now, then you stock up on herbs that are near a bank and the mithril bolts. You're always gathering and accumulating wealth. And lastly, don't be afraid to die by the sword. It's Deadman mode. We all get killed. We all rebuild. But Gielinor is a bakery. So if someone takes your piece of the pie, go ahead and get yourself another one off the Infinite Slice, and then go take yours back. And there's my motivational speech to you. See you guys this Deadman season. Peace. Oh, and for any of you wondering if I went to the 10-minute timer just for ad revenue, I'm not monetized anymore, so no, this is just coincidence actually. My videos just end up being really long because I end up getting really, like, rambly. At any rate, yeah, peace. Also, if you'd like to see me get monetized again, it's only one click to contribute to the 1,000 subscriber count that I'd need to have in order to accomplish that. Just a little side note to throw in at the end. Alright, for real this time. Peace, guys.